am Joanna Marie S. Cruz, BS Ed2, major in Mathematics. Today's video, I am going to tackle about orthogonal circle.
When we say orthogonal circle, it comes from the Greek word ortho, which means right, and gonal, which means angle. In other words, orthogonal circle simply means that two circles intersecting each other at 90 degrees. So, in order for you to understand about orthogonal circle, I will give you an example. Okay, so as you can see, there are two circles intersecting each other. And these two circles intersecting each other, let me name this as circle 1 and circle 2. Apart from this, there are 2 points from the top to the bottom. And this point, let me name this as point A. Now, as we can see, there are 2 straight lines are intersecting each other. And these 2 lines are both tangent. So, let me name this as tangent 1 and tangent 2. Okay, so in this specific case, these 2 points are passing. Let me name this as O1 and O2. Since O1 and O2 is the center of the circle. And lastly, as you can see, both tangent 1 and 2 are forming an angle. So this angle is alpha. Okay, so before we define orthogonal circle, we will first define the angle of intersection between these 2 circles. And these 2 circles are C1 and C2. So, if I tell you to find out the angles of intersection between these 2 circles, how exactly you will do it? So, I hope in these particular points are very clear to everyone. And now, let's talk about orthogonal circle. First, we need to derive an interesting that can be satisfied if these 2 circles are orthogonal. So, let's start with C1. And now, let us derive orthogonal circle. So, we should start from C1. So, this is C1. Okay, so C1 is equals x squared plus y squared plus 2g1x plus 2x1y plus c is equals to 0. And C2 is equals x squared plus y squared plus 2g2x plus 2x2y plus C2 is equals to 0. Now, in this particular case, we already know that O1 and O2 is the center of a circle. And O1 and O2 can be derived as O1 minus G1, minus X1. And O2 minus G2, minus X2. And this 2 straight line has radius. So let me name this as radius 1 and radius 2. Okay, so the radius of O1 is equals to C1 radius G1 squared plus X1 squared minus C1. And also, the radius of O2 is equals to C2 radius G2 squared plus X2 squared minus C2. And now, if it's the case, if I connect these 2 points O1 and O2, they are forming a triangle. And this triangle are right triangle. And it's because triangle is a right angle. For that reason, I can be write down triangle AO1 O2 is a right angle triangle. And triangle AO1 O2 can be derived as O1 A squared plus O2 A squared is equals to O1 O2 squared. And radius 1 squared plus radius 2 squared is equals to O1 O2 squared, just particular distance. Since we already know that the square of the radius are g1 squared plus h1 squared minus c1 plus g2 squared plus h2 squared minus c2. This equal to distance of O1, O2 squared if we are going to coordinate it with O1 and O2. So in that case, we can get G2 minus G1 squared plus H1 minus H2 squared. G2 plus G1 is cancelled out, and H2 plus H1 is also cancelled out. And now, of course, this is the right inside, as you can see. And finally, we can get 2G1 G2 plus 2H1 H2 minus C1 plus C2, and this become a condition that these two circles are true orthogonal. Okay, so I hope in this video you will get another knowledge, and that's all for today. Once again, thank you so much and God bless us all.